no. We're going to be, probably a little bit negative, probably a little bit positive, and very much in between. As it's going to be negative on this guy for sure, but it's also going to be positive because, well, why buy this guy for flight sims? We could buy this guy for flight sim, and this guy is a third of the price, tenth of the price, something ridiculous. Like, yeah, like $200 off, like less than $200. Like it's less than $200, and it works just fine for flight sims. Like I kid you not, it's what I've been using. But yeah, so welcome welcome back to another episode of Der Talks About. And it's fine. And oh man, this thing should not exist. At least not in its form and for its price. There's absolutely no way this thing should exist for its form and for its price. No way, absolutely no way. I mean, maybe there's a way. If it's as precise as it says it is, it could be for that price because it is probably going to be a small run product. At least at first it makes sense for that price. But why does it cost more than a normal third-party controller? Exactly. Like, how precise is it? Is it really well built? Like, is it, like, the best mod controller you can buy? Because that's also, that can be $300. The best mod controller you can buy is $300. But this is a bespoke product. It's not taking a product, putting better stuff in it, and selling it to you, with still a profit margin for design and everything. This is purely a bespoke product. It's not like an Xbox controller with all this stuff jammed onto it. But yeah, this is, by the way, the Yawman. It is a monstrosity of a thing. I kind of want it because it's a monstrosity. It should not exist. It's your fully functional handheld cockpit. You know what they call that? A gamepad. The Yawman Arrow is a fusion of the traditional handheld gaming controller and the unique flight controls found in all aircraft of all sizes. Like a frickin' cone. Okay, to be fair, that's found on military jets. But why though, and why isn't it like crammed with stuff? Why is there an empty space here? Why is that empty? Why is that empty? Why are the shoulder buttons not analog triggers? Why aren't there like 6 of these things? Why aren't there 6 of these pulley Cessna things here? Why is there only one trim thing? It really seems like a $40, $60 controller, $60 at max, that they're selling for $200 because it's made in the US. It's bespoke. It's limited run. It's just so stupid. Like, I cannot find a reason why this exists. I think, like, the reason why this exists is because people generally believe you cannot play DCS with this thing. You cannot play DCS with this thing, and it's fine. And you can fly, and you can do milsim with this controller in DCS. You would need to use a keyboard and mouse to interact with the cockpit with your EFM craft, your $80 craft, but, like, yeah. If you just need to dogfight things all day long and drop bombs, the BladeGC works. It just works. And if it works for DCS, it's gonna work in Microsoft Flight Sim, right? Well, it does. Microsoft Flight Sim lacks crucial options to get it to work correctly. Like, for example, toggles. They don't exist. Like, you cannot you cannot have flaps on a body and go bam, 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 flaps. You cannot go flaps high setting, flaps mid setting, flaps low. Like you can in literally every other game on the market right now, every other sim on the market right now. Minus explain. I don't know about explain, but I assume explain because explain's really nice. We're gonna be finding out about explain soon. I just got a new hard drive, and I've been transferring all my files over to it. So yeah, it's like 5 terabytes of nonsense, and it's been slow going. And this guy's been going forever, for days, because there's a lot of files. So yeah, I just don't get why this exists. I just don't get why this exists. Like, why would you ever need that when you could just buy this? Or an Xbox Series controller, for that matter. The Xbox Series controller is more, and while it is really, really nice, and it's more common, you can buy it at any store, I really do like my Blade GameCube controller. It's so nice. Also, another thing this freaking thing competes with, that they didn't really think about very well, is what about this thing? This thing's only $100 more. Okay, maybe $200 more, or so. And it comes with a yoke, lights, 4 throttles, and 3 of the pulley things. 3 of the sets of pulley things and more buttons, so you can imagine. And I mean, they both have a tourney trim thing. But yeah, like, why would you buy this when you could buy this, or you could buy this? In fact, why would you buy this when you could buy this and this? Why? What does this have going for it exactly? Oh, and also it doesn't have a D-pad, it has a cursor. It has cursors. It has arrow keys, basically, like on your keyboard. 5-way head switch. I use that one. Sure, bumper buttons. Yeah, buttons, not analog triggers. Why does it not have analog triggers? To be fair, this should have analog triggers for everything, because it's a GameCube controller. But anyway. The handling trigger assembling pedals. Why? Those are for your throttle. Those are for your throttle and for your pedals. Tappy tap works for rudder and everything. It just does work in everything. I don't know how to really explain it other than it works in everything. That's the one thing that does work in everything. It's the tappy tap. Like, look has been my by far. If you had to tell me why you shouldn't use a gamepad right now for flight sims, absolutely it's because of sensitivity. No, actually, no, it's not sensitivity. It's look. It was, well, if you asked me a year ago, it would be look. But, you know, since I started doing these videos, game developers got their act together, and thanks to Gaijin and ED for updating their game with my feedback. Thank you. But, you know, they both fixed their right stick look to actually match, to actually be good in their own different ways. Microsoft Flight Sim hasn't, but then again, I haven't flown Microsoft Flight Sim for more than 2 videos on their channel so far. I do have like 7 of them ready, but I just need to upload them, so it'll be a couple months. So yeah, give it time, and Microsoft Flight Sim is going to have a better controller support too. It's just how things work here, apparently. Jump on DCS, better controls in a couple months. Jump on War Thunder, better controls in a year. When I start seriously doing content, people start seriously listening about controller support or something. But anyway, the only one that hasn't is Isles Summer Vic, which will be maybe they have. I haven't tried them again, but maybe they have. We'll see. But yeah, basically, like, the issue I had a year ago was just trying to get right stick look to work, and it has been working fine recently, so that's good in most sims and games. but which this doesn't fix. Which, by the way, you may notice this doesn't fix that. I think you're supposed to use the arrow keys for it. But that is stupid. Why do you have a hat when you again, like, I would prefer the arcade stick. I would prefer the arcade stick / fight stick, fight pad route, rather than trying to take an Xbox controller and make it look like a flight stick. Because that's all they did. They made an Xbox controller look like a flight stick, instead of making a bespoke product. Why is this thing $200? It's just really dumb. Don't buy this. Don't buy it for anything more than $60. That's what it's worth, $60. It's a novelty. Like, if you really want a flight stick looking controller, have at it. It's cool, it's monstrosity. But don't buy this because you think you need it. If you need it, you need it. You buy this. Or buy this. Or just buy a flight stick that has stuff on it. And it's also $40. Like, you got options. Buy the venerable Fussmaster Hotas 1, which has been 20 years and it probably still has terrible quality control, but it'll get you started. Although it used to be a lot cheaper too. Yeah, Hotas. Maybe not one of these horribly expensive ones, but like the good old Cytec X52. If it, they don't even have it for some reason. That's stupid. But yeah, no, like you have options. About racist Sporties. You have options, by the way. You have options, and this is not a good one. This is a really bad way to waste money. You could buy... Oh man, you can rent an aircraft for an hour. You can rent a light sport aircraft for an hour. You can... almost... Maybe you could rent a... you can rent a light sport aircraft for an hour. You can... buy tons of planes. Or maybe just a few. It depends on how pricey they are. Like, you got a lot, like, this is not a good way to spend $240 in flight simming. It really, really isn't. And I know I shouldn't be doing these negative videos, but I feel like, as a controller collector and as an advocate for Gamepad flight simming, because I just like it, it's just so convenient compared to getting my flight stick out, plugging it in, like getting my Cytec X250 out, plugging it in, and getting all set up when I could just take the controller off the shelf and just play and just press the single and then get control off the shelf, press the home button and go. Like, it's so convenient. Like, yes, there's immersion and fun factor, and that's about it, really. But I really don't understand why this exists. No, I mean, again, for $40, $30, $50, $60, I would understand. $60 would be a bit much unless it's made out of really nice parts. But, like, it needs more controls. It needs a lot more controls. It needs to be like a bar or something. Something you set on a disc and manipulate. Why does this need to be a handheld? Fight sticks are not handheld. Fight pads are not handheld. Arcade controllers are not handheld. Why would this be? What does this necessarily need to be? It's just really, really, really stupid. So yeah, that'll be our first this video. Thanks for watching. To be sure watching this video means me check out stuff in the Switch channel, such as the Space Sports channel, which of course this Space Sports channel is for watching these videos and each content produced by sharing friends from the list here. Alright, that'll be this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.